And we want to get you over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb. Chris, Helene might be out of our area, but there are still some threats we're watching for tonight.
And what's interesting is, yeah, the system has weakened. It's moved up into Tennessee and also into areas of Kentucky, the center of that circulation. But we're going to have to watch a couple of things. Number one, the wraparound moisture from that low pressure that's now dying out is still going to send us some clouds and maybe just a few raindrops here and there, but nothing like what we were dealing with. And then we also are watching the flooding that is still possible. Even though the rain has let up, we're still seeing some runoff from all of that rain, and that is adding to some of those creeks and streams. So Helene is weakening. It's now classified as a post-tropical system. May see just a few sprinkles around. We're still going to have some breezes, not as strong as what we had this morning, but at times those winds can get a little bit gusty, and we just have some of those ongoing flooding issues. We do think we'll see a lot of those creeks and streams, though, receding a little bit more. That should help alleviate some of that flooding that we're dealing with. We do have some of the clouds right now mixing in with the sunshine. A couple little showers up in far north Georgia. We don't have any rain here in our area, but this is what we're watching with what is left of Helene. That is up to the north, that center of circulation moving north, but still that wraparound moisture, sending some of that moisture, a little bit of rain in parts of Alabama, trying to get in some of that there in northwest Georgia. And as we go through the day tomorrow and on Sunday, that's why we're just going to hold on to a 20% chance for a shower. You know, the last two nights, the Braves game was postponed, but they are playing tonight. Royals are in town, and I think it'll be a good night for that with partly cloudy skies. Temperatures not too bad there in the 70s. Here's another look at the flood warnings that we have in effect. We did have a large flash flood warning that covered all of metro Atlanta. That is now no longer in effect, but we do have all of these flood warnings in effect. Everything you see in green along a lot of the local creeks and rivers and streams here in our area, where we're seeing those creeks and streams and rivers that are near or even above flood stage right now. We're holding on to the wind advisory until about 9 o'clock tonight as we see those winds that are still a little bit gusty. Here's a look at the forecast for the wind gust. You can see these winds gusting during the evening, let's say about 15 to 25 miles an hour. Tomorrow morning, 15 to 20 miles an hour, but then in the afternoon they start gusting again, so just still rather breezy, but again, not the damaging type of winds. However, with the saturated ground, if you've got a weak tree there, it is possible that those wind gusts in the afternoon tomorrow could still bring down an isolated tree here and there. And then Sunday late in the night, or overnight Saturday into Sunday, we're seeing those winds dying down a little bit more. We're holding on to the weather impact alert until 9 o'clock tonight. That's when that wind advisory expires, and we think things will be below alert levels here overnight, and then no alerts for the weekend either. We're still watching that wind and that potential of high water in some areas, so avoid those flooded areas, but we do think that will be slowly improving. So here's our forecast track. We have just a couple of those little spotty clouds around and maybe a little shower here and there from that wraparound moisture, and you'll see that into the weekend too. Saturday morning, some clouds to the north, sunshine to the south, and we'll have that mix of sun and clouds here. Into the afternoon, a few more of those clouds around, and here you see just a couple of showers possible, maybe swinging through parts of North Georgia, just holding on to that 20% chance for a shower here. Still a little breezy at times, and then once we get into Sunday, a pretty similar pattern. We're going to hold on to that 20% chance for a shower on Sunday, still with some breezes around, but I really think a lot of us will get through the weekend without seeing many of those raindrops out there at all. Here's that 7-day forecast showing that low rain chance, 20% on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with those high temperatures in the 70s tomorrow, and then we'll be in the lower 80s here on Sunday and Monday. And then as you can see, we're talking about those sunshine sticking with us in the lower 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday, lower 80s Thursday and Friday as well.
And Chris, we can't thank you, Melissa, nor the entire Weather Impact team enough for guiding us through the storm every step of the way.
Well, thank you, everybody in this newsroom. It just wasn't the weather department. Everybody in this newsroom was really working hard to make sure we were letting people know what was going on with this impactful weather event.
Yeah, but you've been telling us all week long it was coming, so we really do appreciate all of you.
Thank you.
All right. So